Hi, welcome to the Smallscape, and today's Smallscape is very small. It is this cute little window box that I'm going to update for fall, and I'm going to plant it up with whatever I have on hand, which in this case are tiny little baby succulents. So I have this window box. It's a little metal window box that I had gotten a couple years ago at Hobby Lobby, and Hobby Lobby still has them. It's in their fairy garden section. I've had it outside, I've had it inside. I looked at it the other day and it's cute, except the colors really aren't my colors, especially for fall. So I think first I'm going to repaint it in different colors. Why not? And then I'm going to plant it up because little metal flowers, those are kind of fun, low maintenance, but it's not as fun as real flowers. So I'm going to use anything that I have on hand. That's my challenge to myself. And I think it's a really fun idea. Now this is $5 at Hobby Lobby. So cute. It's actually got a little well almost that I'm going to build up with some moss. And if you use your 40% off coupon, it's only $3. So that's a lot of fun. And if you use whatever you have on hand, there's no extra cost there. So a very inexpensive, fun, and I think really cute project. And at the end, I'm going to show some really fun ideas to display it too. So let me show you what I'm going to use. Here's what I'm using. First off, the paint. I'm going to repaint it. Black, white, and a cool berry color for fall. Great thing is you can always repaint it if you don't like it, or if you want to change it for another season, just paint it a different color. Here are the plants. I'm going to be using little tiny sedums and Echeveria Happy. Those are the little pups that spring off. The mother plant, they are adorable, and this will serve as like a little grow out for them. They won't be in here forever. And little tiny polymer clay pumpkins that I made. I just did a video on that. And then Twisted Arrows Rush, which is that tiny little curly little branches. I'm also going to be using mosses, dried mosses, sphagnum, and also just a regular green moss, maybe as a filler. And then lights, in case I light it up, which usually I do. All I'm going to do now is glue on some sphagnum moss in the bottom to create a well for the succulents instead of soil. You can also use hot glue on succulents. Just put a little tiny amount. Give it a few seconds. is the completed tiny window box all decked out for fall, and I love how it turned out. It's always really horrible when you plan something out in your head and it doesn't work out. These guys behaved pretty well. It's a small space to work in if you're trying to glue succulents and all the little doodads in there, but I think it'll do great. And like I said, this window box is from Hobby Lobby. It's $5. If you use a coupon, it's $3. So I consider this a $3 project because I just used everything that I already had. So you can use whatever you have. I already had the polymer clay and actually the pumpkins already made. The little tiny pine cones, I decided to add those at the last minute. Those are alder cones. The sedums and the baby succulents, I just had those around, so those were free for me. And that's the great thing about succulents too, if you're not familiar with succulents, is that they have little baby succulents. You can propagate them very easily, so those are just free succulents for you. I like the new paint colors. It's just very versatile. Since I have succulents in here, I will need to keep it by the window to get full light, otherwise they will start stretching out, or I can keep it under grow lights. That'll be fine too, but this will be really fun to decorate. I will put some little tiny fairy lights that I got at the dollar store. I've had two of the plants that I used are two of my favorite plants for miniature gardens. I have a video, actually my first video was on that, and that is the Twisted Arrows Rush, which I took little clippings of, these little guys. The little sedums come from a sedum mat that you get, and I plant outside, and then I just can forage. It's like my little sedum forest. My last video was the polymer clay pumpkin tutorial, where I show 3 different kinds, how to make them very easily, including this little jack-o'-lantern, which lights up. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it gave you some ideas of something maybe you can use around your house that you could just fix up a little bit, maybe change the colors, make it more to your liking, and just use what you have. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great week.